The Starship Enterprise will keep its crew as Star Trek IV gets a new captain.
He's back!
On this IMD Brief, we break down what writer-director Noah Hawley could bring to the Federation and why we'd love to see another voyage home. With a pair of critically acclaimed FX series, Noah Hawley has taken one film and one comic book character into some absolutely weird and wild dimensions. On Fargo, Hawley beamed up aliens and science fiction into the Coen brothers' Oscar-winning gallows comedy gem.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, is that useful to you?
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
While on Legion, he soft-shoed Wes Anderson and Bollywood into a series about the all-too-powerful son of original X-Man Professor Charles Xavier.
What if I pass it on to him? And he ends up like me?
Would you rather he be like me?
So, who knows what Hawley will weave into his take on Star Trek? Gorn? The Sharon? Goopile Armus? They've all been done.
An interesting notion which I do not share.
What we do know is that this continues the Kelvin timeline that J.J. Abrams launched with his lens flare-soaked 2009 reboot.
I love you so much. I love you.
Chris Pine, Simon Pegg, Zoe Saldana, Carl Urban, and Zachary Quinto are all expected to return for another voyage. But Chris Hemsworth will not resurrect his brief Papa George Kirk role from the first film, despite several years of deals and developments and attaching Jessica Jones and Defenders director S.J. Clarkson to helm.
Watch it, Sonny. I'm pretty handy when I want to be, alright?
Hawley's film isn't expected to interfere with Quentin Tarantino's prime directive on an R-rated Trek. The Revenant and Overlord writer Mark L. Smith is scripting based on Tarantino's story, which is rumored to be inspired by an alternate timeline episode of The Next Generation entitled Yesterday's Enterprise.
Your life, hopefully, will continue for a long while.
Instead, this fourth will pick up after Kirk and the crew barely survived 2016's Beyond and their knockdown drag-out battle with severely mutated former Starfleet freaks.
That's a good choice.
Oh yeah, Simon Pegg co-wrote Beyond, and Beastie Boys were naturally a plot point. Anyway, even though they'll be on a brand new Enterprise, this crew has already tangoed with Khan, killed Kirk in the same way the original killed Spock, and flown past the outer edges of the Federation. So now it may be time to come home.
Why'd you watch where you're going, you dumbass? Well, a double dumbass on you!
Back in the halcyon days of Shatner and Nimoy, the fourth Star Trek film, 1986's The Voyage Home, was a critical and box office hit, even earning 4 Oscar noms, and it is objectively very, very weird. Kirk and Spock travel back 300 years to the mean streets of 1986 San Francisco, where they lock horns with punk rockers and modern medicine to save the humpback whale?
Maybe he's singing to that man. How did he get in there?
What the hell?
With its irreverent, often silly tone, Voyage Home still charms, and its conservation message may be more poignant now than ever, especially if the Kelvin crew had to go back to a time before our present day to undo the environmental devastation that's too late for us to fix. And Noah Hawley's knack for blending light, dark, comedy, drama, sci-fi, and just plain weird could be the right match for bringing the voyage home into the 21st, well, 20th century.
You know, it's ironic, when man was killing these creatures, he was destroying his own future.
For more Captain's Logs and trending tales, stay tuned to imdb.com/imdbrief.
But I feel like celebrating.
I don't.
All right.